Hello everybody, this is Sir Pipsalot with a little orientation video on kind of a how-to with my Signal videos. We'll go through some of the basics of what I do with my Signal videos and what kind of things you can expect and maybe how to make the most of them, so that way you don't have to learn as much as you go. Alright, first off, this is me. This is Sir Pipsalot, man in action right here, in front of my expensive little 6-screen monitor setup with my laptop on the side. This is basically how I trade the markets. Usually I have charts up here for this is where I watch the S&P 500 and oil. I've got my certain proprietary charting for different currencies and different specific stocks and futures that I look at over here. I've got my Oanda charting over here. I trade with MB Trading. I trade with some other brokers that I kind of hid over here because I'm not supposed to talk about them. And of course, got my Bloomberg data over here and some more MB Trading stuff. On my side laptop, I work with Trade the News, and I have the chat room that I host. I also normally host it on my main computer as well. The Diamonds room. I'm the head trader for forexdiamonds.com. I run the trading room. I have run it for the past year and a half now. The service is about 4 years old, I think. I don't know. I have to go back to the beginning, but and I was just an initial subscriber. I was a new trader back then, and I was a student of the game, as they say in football. And got really good at it, helped the community a lot. And when the leader of the room was ready to move on to other things, I actually kind of accidentally filled in for him for about a week while he was away. And when he came back, he was like, "Wow, you did such a great job. You should keep doing this." And so I'm kind of a student becomes the teacher kind of thing. So on the one hand, I am not a seasoned professional with 20 years of trading experience, but I think that gives me an advantage because I learned everything I know and everything I do, and I trade very profitably. I learned all of that, fairly recently, and I know what it takes to overcome a lot of the pitfalls in trading. And I think I'm an excellent teacher. So that's really what I bring to the table as far as trading is concerned. But let's look at what we're going to what you're going to see in a lot of these daily videos that I put out. First off, I think you should familiarize yourself with the website forexpeacearmy.com. Everything that's here are free resources, and what I usually show in the Signal videos is the Forex news calendar. You can find similar things on Forex Factory. I like what they have provided here because there's actually charts here that you can pull up looking at the different news events. Now, we're primarily a news trading service. We look to trade the volatility around news events. Okay, so when news comes out higher than expected, say you're looking at Canada retail sales tomorrow on Thursday, January 22nd. All right, if the retail sales number, based on our experience, if it comes in higher than expected, that's going to be good news for the Canadian dollar. If it comes in much lower than expected, it's going to be bad news for the Canadian dollar. And based on how the market moves around after that, that gives us a good chance for a high probability trade. Now, sometimes in the Diamonds room, for example, we'll take trades that are unrelated to that just based on other things that are going on. But the Signal videos that I put out kind of tell you what levels will constitute, a big enough surprise to maybe shake the markets and give you a price move. One great thing about the free calendar here on forexdiamonds.com is you can look at past trades and the charts of current trades to see what happened with the UK data earlier this morning at 4:30. I can pull up a chart of that data right away because that already happened. Click on that button. Pops up a nice chart for you of the move on the relevant currency, in this case pound dollar. If you want to look and see how it moved a different pair like the pound yen, You can open up that chart there. It defaults to a 1-minute chart because that's the best way to look at the immediate reactions of everything. And I pull up these charts frequently, but you can go ahead and look them up yourself. Like I alluded to, you're able to look at more relevant things for the news coming up ahead. Like I did in my signal video for the 22nd. I looked up the charts for CAD retail sales. I can go through and see how everything came out. Like, for example, here I see 830 CAD retail sales last month. It came out a little too close to expectations. Only 0.2 deviation there, only 0.1 deviation on the core. In my experience, that's not enough. But I look back here, I see in November we did see 0.7 higher than expected. The core came in higher as well. So I'm able to go over here, click on this chart. Let's see what happened then. And lo and behold, we had a great move. Now, granted, Canada retail sales doesn't push the market this hard, but it probably got it going, and maybe could have gotten you in a good trade here. So I go back and I look at old charts to see what happened on different pieces of news, and that way you can kind of reverse engineer, do some of the things I do. Now, I have other tools at my disposal, of course, but these are the things I show when I either review an old trade or I preview an upcoming trade. All right, and this shows you, what right here. If you look at the column, all right, this is the forecast. This is what economists are expecting. This is much more important than the previous number. Okay, the market has supposedly priced in whatever the forecasted amount is, and any drastic change from that, anything drastically different than expected, should provide some sort of reaction in the markets. Now, not every trade is as cut and dry, and that's why it's important to listen to what I talk about in the daily signal videos, because it will give you a lot of advanced warning of potential troubles with certain trades or highlight some great opportunities. Now, what I've been doing lately is I've been talking a lot about certain position trades or certain currency pairs. I've been pulling up some of my Owanda charts here and showing you different pairs. I've been focusing mainly on the euro dollar. Okay, but I may pull up different pairs, talk about trading strategies, talk about the overall direction of the market, and I'll often talk about stocks too. I trade stocks and index options and stuff like that. I pretty much let you guys know what I'm thinking and what I'm looking to do in the market. All right. You want some, long-ranging forecast right here. I'll put it on the record here. I'm expecting the Dow well below 1,000 over the course of the next 3 to 5 years. I'm expecting, the S&P below 100. I'm expecting the dollar to be overall pretty strong throughout a lot of that. It may not stay that way if the Treasury runs into some solvency troubles, but overall, the way the world reserve system is constructed with the U.S. dollar at the foot of it, until that changes dramatically, when the whole world's doing bad, the U.S. is kind of immune to the currency problems, but the rest of the world suffers because of its reserve currency status. I could go more into detail into that and all sorts of things, but it's been one of the reasons why we've been in a position trade long on the U.S. dollar, specifically by being short on the euro dollar, and as you can see, it's worked pretty darn well. We haven't been in it forever, the whole time, but this is just one of several trades we've been doing. These are just in the signal videos, not even in the free service. I called a short on the pound Swiss from about 2 to 1.6, 4,000 pips, and it took a few months, but it made it, 4,000 pips. But in any case, guys, it's just a couple of examples. It's not like I give those types of things out every day, but I just want to show, and usually when I go into the charts, it's just a breakdown of kind of what's been going on and where things may be headed and how it fits in, like our current euro dollar short kind of bias and position, where we are in the picture of all that. Sometimes I'll be able to go through that. But limiting the videos to 10 minutes is a challenge for me. Usually my videos are about 15 to 17 minutes. With YouTube restrictions at 10 minutes. I'm going to try and comply with that, see how that goes. And anyways, but at least I'll have this up here so to kind of prime people for what it is I do. Everybody take care, and I'll see you in the markets. Good luck.